Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, the super welterweight unification fight between Jermell Charlo versus Jeison Rosario has now officially been confirmed. It goes down on the 26th of September on the same card as Jermell Charlo versus Sergey Derevyanchenko. I've just done an initial thoughts video on that fight, so that's recently uploaded on my channel if you want to check that out. As you guys know, I'm really into that fight. And this fight as well, Jermell Charlo versus Jeison Rosario. This is a great fight, a great look for boxing, a unification fight between two champions. Both fighters in the prime of their careers. The WBC, WBA and IBF titles will be on the line. A lot at stake here. And stylistically, I think this fight in particular could be a bit of a war. You know, Jeison Rosario, will start with him. He's a big guy for super welterweight, and he's a guy who likes to apply pressure. He'll like to throw a lot of punches, and basically he'll try and drown you with pressure and volume. We saw that against Julian Williams. He was very effective in that fight. Julian Williams is the more technical boxer. You know, he's got the better fundamentals, but that really didn't matter. The pressure that Rosario was applying was just too much for Julian Williams, and that was a really impressive performance. Jermell Charlo, he's a guy who can mix it up. He can box a bit and he can brawl. He used to box a lot more early on in his career when he was fighting the likes of Rosado and Vanes Martirosyan, but recently he's been slugging a lot more, and he's actually been quite exciting for the most part. Just go back and watch his last fight with Tony Harrison. That was a great fight. So I think, given how both of these guys have fought recently, I really believe there's a high possibility that this fight could be a barn burner. Even if Jermell Charlo decides to box, I think there will be times when he needs to fight Jeison Rosario off of him, and that could result in some really good exchanges. I've got to be honest, I do actually believe Jermell Charlo is the more versatile boxer between the two. I actually rate him a lot higher than a lot of people do. I think Jermell Charlo's a pretty solid fighter, and actually his resume's not too bad, you know. He's fought guys like Rosado, Martirosyan, Tony Harrison twice, Austin Trout, Erickson Lubin, and now he's fighting Jeison Rosario. You know, Jermell Charlo actually fights people, to his credit. He gets a lot of stick, but to me, he's quite exciting, and he's fighting people. What's not to like? And as for Rosario, credit to him as well. He's obviously only just recently won those titles from Julian Williams. I wouldn't have been surprised to see this guy have like an easy title defense, you know, just to milk a little bit of money from the belts like a lot of fighters do. But credit where credit is due, the guy's jumping right in there in a unification fight against one of the best fighters in the division. So both guys deserve credit for making this happen, especially during this time. You know, as boxing fans, we've had a few fights now, and most of them have been absolute crap, let's be honest. These are the sort of fights that we need right now. These are the fights that will get boxing moving again. So as far as I'm concerned, an excellent fight and an excellent card. I've seen a few people in America discuss whether this is pay-per-view worthy. I'll be honest, that's not my discussion. I mean, it's not the worst pay-per-view card that I've ever seen over there. But at the end of the day, I know the prices out there are pretty steep, so that's your discussion. But as a UK fan, I'm providing Sky Sports or BT will pick this up, maybe Box Nation, and this is going to be on like a regular network TV channel. So for me, this is a great fight, it's a great card, and I am thoroughly looking forward to it. I really am. Excellent card, and the schedule as a whole from PBC and Showtime to me looks very, very good. I really like this schedule, and I'm assuming Fox will also now release their schedule quite shortly because there's still a lot of fighters on the PBC who don't have fight dates, you know, a lot of these welterweights for example. So I wonder whether Fox will also release their TV dates soon, and what fights they're putting on, so hopefully we see that in the coming weeks. But if it's as good as Showtime schedule, then the PBC really will be killing it. If the PBC can sort out their welterweights, you know, get Wilder Fury 3 made, the PBC will be in a great position in 2020. But yeah, share your thoughts below. What do you make of this fight? What do you make of this card? Peace.